If you are watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds,
Oh, yes.
the latest episode, the musical episode, the one they've been talking about,
Mm-hmm.
that's the greatest episode so far.
I can't wait.
It's been incredible. I mean, I don't know if a lot of folks don't already realize, but most of the main cast of Strange New Worlds, they're actually stage trained actors.
Mm-hmm.
They've done productions before. Most of them have been in productions before. So they get into this episode, and I didn't know what to expect. And from the first song, I was like, okay, I would 100% go to a stage adaptation of this back in New York again on Broadway if they did it. I wouldn't even think about it.
I've been hearing about this episode for a couple of weeks now, and it's sad that we haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet.
It's been a busy weekend.
But I don't even know what. I was trying to figure out what kept us Thursday from watching it. That we watched something prevented us from doing it. And at this time, I can't remember what it is.
For the life of me, I can't remember what we watched.
So
it's a phenomenal episode. You guys will love it. It's great. If you don't like musicals, you're gonna hate it. But if you like musicals, it's phenomenal.
We love musicals.
No, we're fine then.
Yeah, we by the time this episode drops, we'll probably have watched it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cool. There has yet to be a bad episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This is definitely up there with Next Generation for me.
I really hope that the strike is over with by the time Dragon Con hits, because I want to. I know, but it's just gonna. I want to talk to Ethan so bad about some stuff, but
just can't talk to him about Star Trek stuff.
I know, and that's because this season has been just
ask him
amazing.
about his granddad.
Well, everybody
ask him how he does his hair.
Everybody wants to ask him about his granddad, and I don't want to be that person.
Well, you know what? You've got 3 weeks to really do some heavy research on him.
I kind of already know.
I am not shocked to hear that statement just right off the bat.
I kind of already know what I'm going to start out with talking to him about. So.
I thought you already knew his whole backstory.
Well,
Jess is obsessed with Ethan Peck.
Look, the guy is amazing. He is just
he's fun.
He's great.
He's a ton of fun. We loved meeting him last year. We had a great time with him last year, and it's going to be just as fun this year. We just can't talk about Trek with him.
Let's just hope. And then plus we're hoping, the whole thing about the strike is depending on whether we finish out getting some more signatures on that cast photo too. But
from my understanding, you can bring something that will sign it, but
they just won't have stuff there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I will say from the perspective of someone who's not going to Dragon Con, I do hope that that the strikers actually do get what they need from this.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, I don't want to seem like I just want it for my benefit of Dragon Con. I mean, I hope that this gets worked out for all of them involved as it should. I mean, rightfully so. I didn't mean to sound so thinking about
when you meant it.
Selfish wants for Dragon Con, but yes.
No, we are 100% in support of SAG-AFTRA and the writers.
Yes.
Absolutely. They should be able to make a living and be able to maintain their lives.
Right. And we personally know people that are affected by this as well too. So yes,
yeah, we have personal friends involved in this. But speaking of Bo, Bruce Horak did the Star Trek convention this past weekend in Las Vegas. That gives me hope that we can actually get him on our cast photo.
I hope so, man.
I didn't know if we'd get him or not.
Oh, that's Well, it's weird. Like a lot of guests are now signing up for the cons because they don't have nothing going on. So hey,
Rebecca Romaine did.
Yes,
Terracon. Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Rebecca is. I gotta meet Rebecca because I gotta get something with Mystique, and I've got to get something on Star Trek.
I've always liked her, but I really fell in love with her as Una. Thanks to
she's
World.
Great.
She is wonderful. She is wonderful.
Oh, so
that
good.
Episode just centering on her this season.
Oh yes, the trial. Yes.
Now, Bo, wait till you get to the crossover episode with the animated series. And, and some of the things that are said in that, it makes you even more endeared to her.
Oh yeah,
she has been wonderful. Like I said,
And on that note,
Yeah.
we all stopped for a moment. I
Right,
guess
yeah,
we're
yeah.
thinking about how
Yes.
awesome Rebecca is.
No, I've been thinking that for 20 plus years. I love that woman.
She is a very beautiful.
She made us pause for thought there for a second.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the old days with Conan Stamos when she was married to John.
I have been going, I'm just going to divulge this. Maybe not all of it. I've actually been going back and forth through direct messages with Dave Blass, who was the production designer, the lead production designer for Star Trek Picard on Twitter. I've actually been DMing him back and forth. He put out, or he had printed out a panoramic print, a poster of the bridge of the Enterprise D that they took on this massively impressive camera, where he's standing like where the view screen is, and you're looking back, and it's like a 12 by 36. It's a panoramic view of the bridge, and he posted up a picture of it, and I went, "Oh, I've got to get one of those," because he said, "I'm bringing them to Star Trek Las Vegas, the convention, and I'm going to have anybody who's anybody to sign this thing. If you're there, if you're not there, DM me, and let's see if we can make this happen." He opened up a run of those prints, and it has like Michael Okuda, from who was heavily involved with Next Gen back in the day. A lot of the art department people and the production people to sign these panoramic posters, and I was able to snag one from him.
Nice.
So it was not kind of neat, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of money for one of these prints, but at the same time, it was a little bit of a personal conversation going on there. And of course, even with his, being involved with Picard and supporting the actors and the writers and stuff, he's just not gonna divulge too much about anything. But it was just neat getting to talk to him, kind of on a one-on-one, just brief basis over Twitter. If there's one thing that I can say I really like about social media, is getting those little interactions here and there when you can. Otherwise, I stay off as much as I can. Sometimes not by my own fault. Thanks, Facebook.